sweet. It appears that we are live. Welcome. Hello, gang. How are you doing? Happy to see you today.
Hello.
Hey.
Hello.
As always, happy to see some folks on the YouTube as well. Hey, YouTube gang. We see Little Purple Butterfly, who was the very first one. Hey, Butterfly. Yes, you made it in time. Hey. Also, we have Fuji Petals floating in the river, who as of right now is top ranking, has #1. So good for you. Says, praise be to Light and Shaft, the god of temper tantrums. Oh no! Angrave, the god of hard-headedness. Rosamine, the goddess of density. What is going on? Says, Dragonair has woven our threads together expertly once again. Indeed, indeed. Happy to see you here, Fuji Petals. And says, does anyone know when the Bookworm anime will get far enough to show LED Christmas tree? Oh my gosh. You're talking decades.
Maybe 2030?
Yes.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Hey, you know, Butterfly, that laugh sounded like I am dying inside. Are you okay?
Yes, I'm fine.
All
A little
right.
congested, but
You
I'm
know,
fine.
I get you. Oh man. Honestly, Fuji Petals, if we even get that far within our lifetimes, within this decade, we should be so lucky. But yeah, we're getting something on April, and that'll be part 3. I'm looking forward to it. I am gonna be expecting like lots of cores, like not just the 12 episode, but it'll be more. I talked about it in my own video about what I expect going forward for the next seasons, and so but yeah, I hope that it won't be that it won't be until we're 80 or something like that. Let's keep hope burning bright in our hearts, everybody. All right.
On the other hand, we can say that we might get Ascendance of a Bookworm content for the next 20 years, because it's gonna release like...
Oh yeah. Yeah. For a year, for sure. So if you want a series that you have a lot of, opportunities to talk about it for a very long time, A Sense of a Bookworm is your series. Yeah, we got part 5 was announced to be now going to be adapted. It's going to be done by the same mangaka who did part 1 and 2. So, Shizuka, I think. Yeah, Shizuka Sensei. All right, but here we are. We're going to talk a little bit about anime. Specifically, I might as well just go out and say it, shoujo romance anime of this season. I'm sorry, you guys, that's what it is. Ultimately, that's the stuff that I love, and I'm just so glad that you guys are here wanting to talk about it. With me, I have Butterfly, or Little Purple Butterfly, but Butterfly for short, Heel, and Yukihime. I don't know, is there something in common with the people present here? I don't know, what do you guys say?
No, I think we're all pretty diverse.
We enjoy a good anime.
Exactly. We are enjoyers of good anime. That is the common denominator. I see nothing else.
And we love Ascendance of a Bookworm. That's why we first gathered here. So
that is true. So if you are just randomly being sent this video by YouTube, or if you're just here for half a second, a moment, we hope that you enjoy our talk. If not, at least go and check out A Sense of a Bookworm. It is good stuff. It's for everybody. It's not just shoujo. It's not even romantic. It's a good story, period. All right. So how about we get started, since I don't want us to go too much over time. How about we get started discussing some of the series of this season, which we are consistently talking about: Secrets of the Silent Witch, Solo Camping, Kaoru Hana, April Showers, Dress Up Darling, and Shirley. Those are the ones that we're going to be talking about in that order. Kind of messed up the order somewhere in there, but doesn't matter. Around that order. And so yeah, let's start with Secrets of the Silent Witch. Oh my gosh, so much plot, you guys, so much plot.
Technically, you're correct because it was a recap episode. It was a lot of plot we've already seen.
Yeah, it's about 2 volumes worth, right? You said?
Yep.
Yeah, so I mean, nothing new. If you haven't watched Secrets of the Silent Witch, this is your opportunity to just basically get a quick rundown, a TLDR of the previous 8 episodes or so, 9 episodes or so. I didn't watch it. I can't say whether it was good or bad, but I'm pretty sure it went to the point. It did the things. See, I think the random male narrator, I would have liked it to be in a different person's point of view, at least, kind of like what they did in Bookworm. They did like a Lutz point of view summary of the events, or a Gil point of view summary of the events. It would have been interesting. I don't know. I may have watched it if that had been the case. But as it is, I didn't watch it. Anybody watch it here? I want to know. I'm curious.
I half watched it while reading, and yeah, it's just one of the recap episodes of all time. I assume they needed the time to make the next couple episodes really pop.
Oh, really?
Well, that's my hope.
Oh, I would hope that they have. Okay, yeah. I would hope that they have the next episodes finalized, but I know that's just not how it works. Sometimes they are putting the last touches on episodes. Anyway, so I guess if that is the reason, I can take it. You know, I thought that they were just going to waste an entire video number, but like later on I went and I saw it was 9.5, so it's not actually, you know, wasting an episode. So we still get episode 10, 11, and 12, and I wish we could get more. I don't know, but I think we're only gonna get 3 more. So we'll see. 3 more episodes to go, everybody. Okay, any more remarks about this?
Are we sure it's not a 24 season? 24 probably.
Pretty sure.
I haven't actually checked, but yeah, Teal's the one that knows. She's the one that
a girl can hope.
Yeah, a girl can hope. I just jumped into this anime without any information about how much or what. I'm just here. Like, Teal is the resident know-it-all on Secrets of the Silent Witch, since she's the one that steered me in the direction of this anime, and also she's read the light novels. So yeah, Teal.
Yeah. Yeah, it's 13 episodes, and I'm not sure if 9.5 counts, and we can definitely hope for a second season. There's plenty more to adapt.
Yeah, and it's a great story, so yeah, I hope so. All right, so let us jump into solo camping. It's one of those, like, I keep saying it's a chill story, and it is. I know some people here on this chat might not be great fans of solo camping for 2, but it's still charming in its own little way. So basically, what happened in this episode was Jen and Shizuku go on their multi-day trip. I thought it would be like 4 days. No, it was just 3 days. That's okay, fine. And right off the bat, like, I'm like, these 2 are so adorable. Like, they are in sync with each other. Like, they get to the camping site, and right off the bat, he's like, "Oh, let me pop a beer," and she's like, "What?" And he's like, "Here, have your beer." And before they unpack, before anything, like, they just have a little party with snacks and stuff. So that's good. That's good to see that they're getting along. We get, of course, every episode we have a Jen mansplaining section. But, you know, it's good. It's good. But there's a lot of mansplaining in this one, much to Shizuku's chagrin later on. So what were the lessons for this camping episode?
Tent placement, and use a spatter sheet under your fire rack holder thing. I don't even know what to call it.
Fire stand, I guess.
Yeah.
So basically, it's again a very chill episode. They're just doing activities. What do you do when you go camping? Well, you just chill. Like, she went out for a walk. She read a book while sitting under some trees and seeing nature. What did he do? I forgot what he did. Did he do anything?
He's like, I'm taking a nap.
Oh yeah, that's
I'm gonna
true.
wake up and see the sunrise, and then I'm going back to bed.
Yep, that's true. Hey, that counts. That's a very legitimate activity. As always, every episode or every camping trip has a food theme. It's very prominent. In this case, you remember what that was?
Day old sushi.
Yo, I was worried about the food. Okay, how? Why?
I assume she had like some kind of cold pack in her bag, but yeah.
Even still, I would not risk it, Teal. I would not. They also had Vietnamese food, and so they were munching on some good stuff. They did watch the sunrise, and that is one of the things that they can do at leisure, is wake up really early to see the sunrise, because then you can just go back to nap and spend the whole day, rest of the day relaxing. My favorite part though was when the fog came. Do you remember what happened there?
Well, Shizuku had to run to the restroom facilities, but she couldn't see 5 feet in front of her face.
Exactly. So she wakes Jen up, and she's like, I need to go. And then he's like, oh, look at all that fog. And he starts explaining the reason why there's fog. And we even get the narrator with little pictures there, little diagrams to show up the air rising from the mountains and cooling. I mean, from the sea to the mountains and cooling. And meanwhile, our girl Shizuku,
she's doing the dance.
She's doing the dance. Oh man, I feel you. I feel her. You know what? This is also why I don't like to go camping that much, because you never know how the facilities are. So
yeah,
how far they are. So it wouldn't be
ginormous spider in there.
Yes, especially like there are some places where they don't have light inside the restroom, so you have to kind of light your way.
No.
Oh gosh, yeah, that's scary. I would probably much rather be like, okay, I'm gonna go to this bush over here, and I don't know, maybe, I don't know. I won't know until I've been tried.
I mean, there is a light on your phone, so
Yeah, there is. That is true.
This anime also sold people on the concept of a headlamp. Because, you might have to adjust your tent or something in the dark. You'll have to maybe chop firewood in the dark. You'll need both your hands free, but also light where you need it.
And
yeah, headlamps are pretty good in a lot of situations.
yeah, I one time got gifted a headlamp, and I was like, man, this thing is like super. I'm sorry, I thought it was super lame a little bit. I never really used it. But one time my sister went out on one of her hiking trips and whatever, and she said that thing came in clutch. Like everybody around her was like, oh my gosh, can you light my way? Can you help me? And she was like, it's just a headlamp. You can use your... But it's kind of like the hands-free approach that makes this so crucial. So yeah, you'd be surprised at how valuable and how handy those little things come in. And during this, I think, what was your favorite part? Okay, I want to talk about my favorite part about this episode. Do you guys have a favorite part? Anybody who watched it? All right, no favorite parts. My favorite part was when she's like, well, I'm gonna go back to bed, but can you just kind of stay nearby before I fall asleep? And he's like, what a bother, right? But he still does it anyway.
Right.
What a sweetheart. Yeah, and he said, like, you know, like, he opened up a little bit about his past, like how he understands, like, you know, fog and can be scary, and tells her a little bit about his own past. And it's very significant because we know about his past, you know, at least a little bit. She knows absolutely nothing. And just the fact that he's opening up to her is incredibly significant, even if it's just a little bit. She's still hesitant to know more about his past. I mean, to ask. She wants to know more, but she's hesitant to ask because she knows that he's the kind of person who would probably put up his barriers immediately, you know, shields up. But I don't know. I think he might be thawing little by little. I hope so, anyway.
Yeah, you can tell he doesn't grouch as much about I just need to be on my own these days. But on the bullet train home, they were quite far away from each other. I thought that was unnecessary. You can sit together. Come on.
Yeah, that was a little ridiculous. Like, you are in the same train and the same wagon or car or whatever it's called. Like, just sit together and chat. No, it's still part of the rules of solo camping. You have to, like, leave separately. So, kind of silly, but at least he's aware of kind of like how awkward it is. He did kind of like, well, this is kind of like, come on, Jen, you can do it. You can cross that aisle next time. I hope that something can happen. I am hopeful for next episode, which already dropped, and I was, it dropped like just, I don't know, very, like, not too long ago. So I'm like, as soon as I'm done, I'm going to go watch it. Hey, you guys want to watch it with me after we're done? Yes?
Sure.
Okay, cool. Okay. So the next episode, it is called Because I Like Jensen, and I am hopeful because we get pictures of Kana, and she is asking, who is this pretty lady? Ooh. Do I sense some kind of catalyst for her to finally confess her feelings and maybe just air out what we know is the truth, is that those two are incredibly good together? We'll see.
Hello, Patrick.
Oh, Patrick is here. Hey.
Yeah, someone didn't give me the memo that it was starting early.
It never starts early. It starts right on time. It's always scheduled for noon. Welcome, though.
Last week it was 4. What the? What? And yet, yesterday you were saying you wanted to start it in the afternoon.
I said I warned you that it might change, it might not. I never said it wasn't. Well, I'm glad that you joined us, Patrick. And don't worry, we've only covered the one episode. Well, 2 but the first one doesn't count because there was really nothing to talk about there. Patrick, do you like camping?
Hearing excuses.
Do you like camping?
I do like
Patrick?
camping.
Yeah, okay, cool. If you do like camping, this is the show for you, I think. It's just really sweet and chill. This is Solo Camping for 2, which probably have heard us talk
It's
about.
like, it's a lot like Dahlia and Bloom. It's like 5 parts food, 4 parts camping, 1 little IV drip of romance per week.
We are living on that one.
Yes, you are definitely you're definitely trying to sell this to me, aren't you?
Yes.
Well,
yes.
You like food and camping. That's 9/10 of the episode.
Yep, it really is. It really is. Anyway, you can still binge watch it and join us in the in the discussion next week. So it's not too late.
The shipping, sure.
All right. Anything else about solo camping that we need to discuss or talk about? No. Okay, cool. Okay. Let's now go on to... Oh, are we going to Kaoru Hana? I guess we're going to Kaoru Hana. That was the next one. All right, Kaoru Hana fans. Where are you at?
I am.
Okay. Cool.
Find flower emoji.
Sweet. Yes, flower emojis. So this is kind of like, again, kind of not quite like a ooh, big thing happens like the previous episodes have been, where Rintaro opened up to his friends and told his life story, or where he realized that he's in love with Kaoru, or he has feelings for her. It's just like friends getting together and doing things, you know. In this case, it's Rintaro's friends and Kaoru's friend, just the one friend for now, or maybe forever, and they are going to get together to study, because before they can go and have summertime activities and whatnot, they have to first pass their midterms. And so that's what they are doing in this one, and other stuff. Anything about this episode that you want to remark upon? Whoever.
I felt a kinship with Natsusawa, who is smart but can't explain anything.
Yeah. Knowing something and explaining it are two different skills, and unfortunately, a lot of my teachers agreed that when you get to actually explain something to someone else, then you actually know stuff. So I had to actually teach other people and explain the subject to other people a lot.
And I'm terrible at explaining things.
Yeah.
I am okay as long as I can draw pictures. I'm the person that draws like pictures and charts and brings out the props. Yes, I am the elementary school teacher. And of course, multicolored markers, because if I don't have at least 5 different colors, I feel crippled. Everybody has their own method of studying, but definitely if you are able to explain it to somebody, you pretty much mastered it. However, I don't think he needs to really master it. He's just the one that knows. He just can't explain it. It takes practice.
Yeah.
Just keep practicing.
He's like, what do you mean? It's the one formula.
Yeah.
I love how his friends and everybody's like trying to make him feel better, and they just kind of make it worse. He's like, I'm going home. It doesn't.
I love
quite
that
work.
guy so much.
Yeah, Natsu.
I do wonder, why is he at the rough and tumble school? I'm sure they'll cover it eventually. I am curious. It's made me curious, so good job, show.
Yes. Why is he there? Like, all the other ones are, scholarly losers, academically losers, not as people, just like, okay, their workbook is like workbook that Subaru, the girl, the silver-haired girl, she's like, man, I used that book when I was in middle school. So they compared it to the one that they use at their school. It's like super thick. So yeah,
that really is fascinating. Like I had that experience, like seeing it up close, where like literally different schools would just be at different levels while they're basically in the same class, like in the same age, and they would just teach so like vastly deeper topics at one school, and just I feel like barely trying to count in high school or something like that. It was that bad in some situations.
Yeah, so it's basically very, very apparent that they come from wildly different backgrounds, maybe, and yet I don't know, it feels like they have known each other for years. All of those kids, it feels like they have a good thing going on, friendship right now, and I don't know, it's really sweet and heartwarming to see them just, after they have overcome their prejudices, just to be like, you know what, we can be friends, and there's stuff in common that we can talk about. And so we have another thing that I really liked. I don't know why. The Rintaro's friend, he was just cracking me up all the time. What's his name? Oh, where is it? I wrote it down too. Shihei? He's the one with the
redhead?
red head, the spiky red hair.
Yeah.
He was hilarious in this episode. He was falling asleep, and then Kaoru had to do like the mom treatment, like, hey, how about, we have a lot of desserts at this restaurant. Maybe we can order one after you finish your goal of studying. He's like, okay. So I don't know. He just really funny. Yeah, Shohei.
Yeah,
I love that guy. But like Magpie, you gave a really bad example of because like Kaoru is like she might have said that it is for that guy to like help him, but like we all know she's a glutton for desert. So like this is not a good example. She knew what she was doing.
Why not both? Maybe both a little.
I also loved when Shohei was like, "Oh, Subaru looks like she needs help. Let me help her." When he's the slowest child at the table.
Oh, God bless you, Shohei. Yeah, let him dream a little bit. You know what though? Good for them, because they spend quite a bit of time studying, and I think it paid off really well for the guys, at least. I don't know if it helped the girls any, but it did help the guys. And they passed, like there was not a single fail. And everybody in their classroom, who knows that they're pretty much slackers, they made a big fuss. And then to celebrate the fact that they passed, they went bowling. They did activities. And yeah, let's talk about the bowling. Or, on the way to the bowling. Anything happened while they were walking on the street?
They saw the girls, Subaru and Karuko and some others. And then that got them talking. And they're like, hey, Rintaro, are you dating Karuko? Or do you like her? And he's like, what? No. What?
Oh, Rintaro. It's okay. It's okay. Baby steps. Baby steps. And I love how the other two, they're like, shoot, why is he asking? Like, they know, they've been dying to ask the question, but they know Rintaro, he will like clam up if you like confront him face on. So they're very being careful, and they're just like, why is this guy messing things up for us? Of course they want to know, they're dying to know. And we do get a little bit of Rintaro opening up in this episode, especially when they're going bowling. His friend Ayato, he's the one, the one that you can't underestimate him. He's the one that beat up the bullies, remember?
Yeah,
the Karate Kid.
Yeah, the Karate Kid. I think his name is Ayato. Ayato? Yeah, Ayato.
Yes.
Yep.
Ayato Yorita, I believe, yeah.
Yeah. So he is the one that kind of opened, like, took the trouble to, be like, like, we don't want to, like, but we're kind of curious. And he's like, am I that obvious? And he's like, yeah, you are. But, no matter what, we're just happy that you're opening up, we're happy that you're trusting us. And that's something that actually Rintaro had wanted, not just to have like people to talk to, but also people that would want to, like connect with him. Nobody else before going to school this school had ever really wanted to connect with him, and that was super sweet to see.
Exactly. Yeah. And it's not even like from such a long period. Like you can see that at the beginning of this, when the story starts basically, and when they kind of clash with the girls, they are not as good friends as they are even now, and especially like how much more closer they become, which like I really like that. They were classmates and maybe they were getting along, I guess, with Rintaro, but he was mostly like by himself, a loner and everything. But now he actually is starting to be friends with those guys, and I really like that.
Yep, because I like this anime because it's not just about romance, like Romeo and Juliet situation. it really is about just connecting with other people on different levels. Like, I feel like Rintaro is connecting with his parents, as we saw in like a few episodes ago, how he's connected with them and how they do their best to try to reach out to him or make themselves available for him. Also, we see it with his friends, of course, with significant other now. So it's really heartwarming to see, and I hope that just as he has, is able to open up, like maybe others in their group can also, maybe we can learn that they can also open up. I feel like there's a lot of stuff about Natsu, the quiet one. Like, why is he a genius at that school? Also, I feel like Subaru, Kaoruko's friend, could, she still has character issues that she really needs to take care of. So I think that's kind of waiting for us. But it's good to see that the writer for this series is doing such a marvelous job of treating everybody, gently. Like, I'm not afraid of people asking questions because I know that they're not going to, like, fumble it. Yeah, I mean, I've read the manga, so I can assure you guys there's no fumbling going on. It's great. That's what I love about this series.
Yeah, me too. I'm also keeping up with the manga, and I really like this. It's taking its time to properly get through everybody's situations and like just really develop their personalities and also their relationships among each other. Very, like one step at a time, one day at a time. Like, it's very fun.
Yeah. I think it's a treatise on love when it's at its best. It opens up your world like a blooming flower instead of makes it smaller. Some codependent little duo that shuns the world. It's more beautiful when it helps you realize the beauty in your world and your surroundings and your people.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Beautifully put. I cannot add on to that. With that, we close the discussion of Fragrant Flower. Thank you, Teal.
Fragrant Flower.
Fragrant Flower.
We've got the Japanese disease around here these days.
I know. Jeez, Patrick.
Kaoru Hana.
Kaoru Hana, for sure. All right. Also, you know what? I just realized, this week, they said that the Kaoru... Okay, so the whole title has the name of the character for her name in Fragrant. Or is it... No.
Yeah, and Rin from Rintaro.
Yeah, Rintaro. It's for like blooms with dignity, that part. So Fragrant Flower is her part. And then his is the Rintaro. Is the blooms with dignity.
Rintosaku, yeah.
Yeah, I love it. So good. All right, next one. April showers brings May flowers, or also known as a bouquet for an ugly girl. I don't know. Just a hilarious title.
I like that second title better.
Flower bouquet for an ugly girl. I don't mind it.
I like Busu ni Hanatabo.
Yes, because it's such a cute play on words on her name. For real. Let's see. I'll just basically say it. The first half was like Ugu Sudani just being herself, and I was like, girl, just stop trying so hard, girl. I feel sorry for you. Like, I wasn't angry, or I wasn't like, I was just like, girl, please stop trying so hard. That was the first half. What do you guys think of that first half? Anything that struck you as, noteworthy?
Yeah, I feel like we've seen this before of just Ugu Sudani trying too hard and talking with Tetsu. Only Tetsu seems to see her real side. So I assume that's the ship that we're meant to ship. Sorry, Shimbashi.
Poor Shimbashi. But honestly, there's nothing between there's no chemistry. I don't see that going.
Yeah, he just likes her because she's like popular and pretty, and I think he's still waiting for someone that he really connects with. Maybe Sayaka, I don't know. Maybe he'll just learn to be happy solo.
That is an important lesson to learn, to be happy solo. But of course, anime and manga does not want that. So I'm sure somebody, or maybe some rando is gonna just come in. It's really funny that you bring up the new girl's name. Did you see anything there that would point out to that?
No, not yet. But I just have this shoujo understanding that everyone gets paired up.
Yes. Yeah.
Romance be romance.
Yeah. Well, we'll just have to figure out and see. So far, I don't think that she's looking for anything. We know that she, like, even though she's really, really, really close friends with Ueno, there's nothing there. She actually just like looking forward to meeting the girl he ends up with. There's nothing with Gotanda either, as Ugusudani was like, well, you and her, like, you call each other by first names and whatnot. He's like, there's nothing there. She just can't tell she can't speak, she can't pronounce my name for some reason. I'm like, how hard is it to say Gotanda? But okay. But he's like, no, there's nothing there.
There are a lot of words and names that we know in English that people in, say, Japan would have all kinds of a hard time trying to say. And then mix that with other nationalities, like take a look at our friend Vincent. I mean, in Germany, we can hardly understand anything they're saying, and it's very simple for him.
I am thinking of how the reverse is doubly true, because for the first 4 weeks of me talking about April showers bring me flowers, I have not been able to say Ugusudani's name. I was like Ugu Sumire. So well, so he assures her there's nothing there, and I wonder if he's into her, or if he appreciates her as a person, or if it's just a friend situation, or if it's just him being like
just a friend, because that's gonna kill her.
Yeah. He did give her like a parting shot kind of situation. Well, when she left, he's like, do you guys remember what he told her?
What Gotanda told Ugusudani?
Yep. He told her, you're way better when you're just being yourself. So, she of course didn't take that very graciously, but she's just being herself. What a better way to respond to that comment than by being herself. All right. That was the first half of the episode. The second half talks about the upcoming school festival.
Yeah.
Basically, the class is going to do a Snow White, but the prince is going to be a girl and Snow White is going to be a guy. Right off the bat...
the classic gender-bent Snow White.
Yes. So right off the bat, Ugusudani is put as the prince. And then none of the guys want to volunteer to, put their name forward to be prince, though they're all dying to. That was so ridiculous. What about Ueno? What was his thoughts about being prince or being Snow White?
Yeah, he's like, I don't want to be Snow White. Too many lines.
Yeah, exactly. And then, meanwhile, while all this is going on, I love that we got to see Tabata's magic power. She activated invisibility mode. Oh, Tabata. How relatable. As a shy kid, I also would try to do my best to blend into the background. And, she did it multiple times. Anyway, so it turns out that when they draw lots, or they draw papers to see who is going to be, Snow White, it's Ueno. Ugusudani, of course, is beyond happy. And, preparations are underway. But then something happens as Tabata and some girls are painting some like poster. Something happens. A typhoon is blowing in. And while the other girls are content to just leave the poster out somewhere, she returns to the school to put it away in a proper and safe location. What happens there?
Well, typhoon knocks the power out. For
As it
starters.
does. Mm-hmm.
And, that sets Hana on edge, obviously. It's pretty scary to be in a classroom in pitch dark.
Mm-hmm.
And she hears approaching footsteps. Cue horror music. But it's Ueno.
Yes. Nothing, of course, could come of this, right? It's just
No, they're just
Ueno.
friends.
They're just friends.
They just sit in the dark and talk for a while. Perfectly normal.
Perfectly normal. And let me say this, that Tabata has been feeling stirrings of something stirring within. Like before it was just like, oh, whatever, like I whatever. It wasn't like anything romantic, but somehow because of this play that he has to be in with Ugusudani and they're gonna kiss, she kind of felt a stirring of unease and like feeling in there somewhere. And she felt it kind of again while she was sitting in the dark with Ueno. To the point that she decides that she can't stand the tension, I suppose, or her own, self. She was imagining all kinds of things, I guess, panicking. She runs off only to slip on something and fall back. Except, shoujo stuff's happening.
Yeah.
Shoujo shenanigans ensue. Oh, Teal, what happened?
Oh, she's fine, even though she slipped on a marker, because Ueno caught her. Some accidental goo.
Oh. No matter how many times I see something
Did
like
he
this,
catch her with his lap?
Yes, he did. Kind of. He did. Yeah, no matter how many times I see this trope over and over again in shoujo, I can't get enough of it when it's done right. So this was cute. It was cute. And of course she runs away. But typical. Anything else about this part? Do you guys think that they're inching closer to anything happening, or is one of them going to, just kind of panic and put shields up? And who's going to put the shields up?
It's shoujo romance. You're deluding yourself if you think otherwise.
I think Hana will have a little more resistance than Ueno at this point. She's definitely starting to become aware of her feelings, but I think she's still got this mental barrier of I'm not good enough for Ueno. That it'll probably be on Ueno to break that down. Probably. Maybe it'll be Ugusudani being like, you know what? You are good enough. You're my rival. That would be fun.
Kind of like a la Kimi ni Todoke. Yeah.
Exactly.
We'll see. We have been seeing a lot of Ugusudani lately. Like you would think that kind of like they get the hint and just kind of move on, but no, the show keeps coming back to her as if saying like, don't forget her. Like she might do something or say something or be part of the plot that makes these two kids be a thing. We'll see. Anything else about?
I wrote in my notes that Ueno's half brain cell got activated from catching.
Oh my god. Oh, Ueno. I gotta love a himbo.
Yeah.
God bless him. Also, did you stick around for the after credit scene?
I think I must have. Remind me.
she like since they're doing the Snow White, she is on by herself early in the morning. She goes and does the same thing like, oh, mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all? And she's like, oh, it's me, Tabata, and she's doing her theatrics, only to turn around and see that somebody's looking at her. Who? The very same person that was watching her theatrics in the very first episode. Yes, Ueno was there. And of course, he being such a good boy, he's like, oh, hey, how are you? Thinks that she's not weird or anything like that. Yeah, sometimes his airheadedness comes in handy.
So why is it that women like the himbo? Is it because he's a nice little pet to keep around?
I think that's beyond the scope of this discussion. Like, I don't want to take a whack at it because I haven't done my proper research paper, and I haven't pulled all kinds of women. Probably because he's the one that you can feel safe with. Yeah, I think that's it. It's all about its safety. If you're like,
so it's nothing like it's nothing like a man liking a bimbo. It's different.
I don't know why men like bimbos, but okay.
Yeah, I would say it's different. Like, there are very few women who are only attracted to looks. You know, like I would say that's a very small proportion of women. And why a himbo? Because she might be a bimbo, and she might like a himbo. I would say from my experience with other couples that I've seen, plenty of people are just completing each other, like sharing the same brain cell, like it's going well for them,
Yay is with us on the chat. He says kind and hot, what's not to like? Yes. Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, and Calamity, hold on, Patrick. I'm just answering the people on the chat. Calamity S. Spoiler is with us. Says, what is the anime name? It's called April Showers Bring May Flowers. You should really check it out. It's a really good one.
Also known as...
it's also known as Flowers for an Ugly Girl. So you can find it in either version. Unfortunately, it has not been licensed in English, so you know what to do to watch it. Philip says Magpie's trying to avoid telling on herself. I think I've made it pretty clear my type. Read A World Away, probably.
Ferdinand.
Sorry, you wanted to say something earlier, Patrick. Sorry.
I forgot, so keep going.
Yeah, it was about just himbos of like, why do women like them? And yeah, I feel like it's
I was thinking it was kind of a Barbie and Ken kind of deal.
Yeah, a little in some situations, I would say. And in other things, like, if a man is kind, like, it can get him pretty far, I would say.
Genuinely kind. There have been times when people are nice, but when they can't get what they want, they're just like, oh well, forget you, and just turn around and become totally
those people are terrible. I would never be one of those
genuinely
cruel
kind people. Yeah,
I would never be cruel.
Yeah. Well,
why are you saying it like that?
I was like totally like being like, yeah, there you go, Patrick would never do that, but now he laughs. What is going on, Patrick? All right.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm completely innocent here.
We still have 2 series to go, and our time is running short. So I hope you guys are picking up and watching I want to say that Busumi Hanataba wo, Bouquet for an Ugly Girl, also known as April Showers Bring May Flowers. Check it out. It's really fun. All right, next one is Dress Up Darling. Oh my gosh. Oh gosh. Marin. Marin. So, picking up from the previous episode where she thinks that Gojo wants to go all the way, she is imagining that very night they're gonna do, they're gonna do all the bases in just that one night. She's like, we haven't even kissed, we haven't dated, now he wants to do it all. Of course, she is super distracted. Meanwhile, Gojo is just like usual. He has taken his drinks. He is not gonna sleep that day. He is going to play that game, right? But not she. She's just freaking out. It was like about half an episode of freaking out and, shenanigans. But ultimately, she falls asleep. And it doesn't show it, but I guess Gojo carried her, right? Carried her to her bed. Yeah, I mean, how else? She didn't magically get there. Maybe, probably. No, I don't think so. Levitation. So she falls asleep. Gojo continues playing the game, except, I don't know, that game was horrifically disturbing. Like, I was like, yo, this episode should have, like, content warning or something. I don't know. Maybe I'm just being too, sensitive, but yeah, it was a pretty bad
Gojo
game.
shared your sensitivity. He was like not okay after playing it.
Yeah.
And anytime I hear the name Gojo, I think Gojo Satoru from Jujutsu Kaisen.
Literally.
So let's see. So one of the things that the girls from, when they got together, they're like, okay, Gojo, the moment you finish playing that game, you have to call us and let us know your reactions. And he like calls and he's like, this was so disturbing, I can't believe. And they're like, yes, isn't that great? Wasn't that amazing? like how all this time she was just imagining things and making this scenario, and all that time she was locked up and crazy. And I was like, no.
Like me sharing Steins Gate with you all. I'm like, wasn't that great? And you're like, it's so dramatic.
Oh my gosh. I am going to like send you my my doctor's bills afterwards.
Yes.
Like that.
And you were saying yesterday that
for it.
and you were saying yesterday that Teal would never betray you.
It's okay. I walked into it and I could have stopped it at any point and I didn't. So there we go. No, just kidding. Steins Gate is manageable.
I mean,
it's manageable.
Once you start, you're hooked. You can't just stop.
I have been able to stop stuff, though they were kind of like interesting. But I think it has to do also with like a group therapy. Like when you watch it as a group, that also helps to like the tension is not. You don't just keep it in your heart. You just kind of like release it as you watch things. All right, so during the second half of this episode, Marin is really like struggling with her feelings. She knows, like, she's like, man, I just want to tell him how much I like him. I just want to date him. Like, I just want us to be a couple. But why doesn't she tell him? Why hasn't she told him anything, you guys? Why wouldn't she?
Because he's been seemingly resistant to the idea in the past. She's really worried she's going to get turned down.
Classic shoujo.
Yeah.
Yeah. Except this isn't shoujo. Is it? I don't think so.
No.
Romance misunderstandings.
Seinen, maybe. Yeah.
Romance misunderstandings. So she came really, really close to it, honestly. She was going to tell him, but no, she kind of backed off. And yet, she kind of regretted it immediately afterwards. She was like, why? I love the fact that she's like really like troubled over it, and some guys want to pick her up. And you know how usually like you have these like good for nothings in the street, like bullying a girl, like, oh, leave me alone. And he's like, no, we're gonna come with us, or we're gonna beat you, or whatever, or kidnap you, or whatever. And she's just like not having it. She's just like, leave me alone. And she scares the living daylights out of them. I'm like, yo, girl, go, do it. One of my favorite books, I probably should apply it more to me, but it's The Gift of Fear. And it says how a lot of predators out there, they look for people who are, who are kind of like easy targets, but they the attitude with which you walk and carry yourself goes a long way into keeping yourself
Yes,
safe
most-
as well.
Most criminals are they're typically cowards, and if you're able to put up some kind of defense, then they're more likely to leave you alone.
Yeah. Yes. So shouting this out to all of my shoujo girlies out there, all of the protagonists who have been kidnapped or scared or threatened by random people on the street. So many times this is like a trope, but yeah, Marlene shows them how to do it. And as she walks off, she's like, no, I am going to tell him. So I'm looking forward to it. Do I expect that to happen? I don't. But I am looking forward to see what gets in the way now, because she seems like she is really determined. So maybe plots will happen. I'm looking forward to the photo shoot for the coffin. We'll see how
Maybe
that
they
happens.
actually get together. Like, a lot of more shows are actually going through with getting the main couple together
That is
before
true.
the end.
You know what?
So, like, I really hope it's that.
That is true. I hope so too, because we're getting closer and closer to the end of the season. So if we can get a proper confession and kiss and dating, I will be happy. I will be so happy. We'll see.
I want to see their dynamic after they get together. Like, let's see how that works.
Yeah, me too. If we don't get it, then at least we have the manga. It's completed. So, there's no way they don't end up together. So we'll see some of that in the manga. They better not end the season without them doing something about the relationship. That would be so frustrating. All right, next one. Oh, anything else about My Dress Up Darling before we head into the last one, and Shirley?
Just super quick. I thought it was funny how they were eating cup men, and then Gojo's like, "Aren't you on a diet?" And she was like, "Look, it's 50% less calories."
Oh, yes.
That's that.
Yes, I'm glad you brought that up, because we got a glimpse of Marnie when she was a little girl. Oh my gosh, she was adorable.
Oh yeah.
Yes, she and her dad. Her dad is also, I guess, a junk food junkie, especially cup noodles, and I guess that's where she gets it from. But yeah, we got a glimpse of her like yelling at her dad, wanting some noodles of her own and whatnot. Sweet. All right, let us move on to Anne Shirley, our last one for today. Oh boy. Yeah, again, romance is in the air, and this time it's not just, will it happen? Will a confession take place or not? It happened, you guys. Roy Gardner is moving.
Don't trust him. I don't like him.
Roy Gardner is moving disregard Patrick, because he is endgame. I'm sure of it. There's no way he's not endgame.
What do you mean? He's Prince Charming. He's tall, dark, and handsome.
Exactly.
He's a playboy. He's going to use her and drop her like a bad habit.
Why would he play her? This is why we needed to have more of the book, because in the book, you guys, Gardner introduced her to his mom, to his sister, and I'm sorry, but if you are a dude that's playing around with a girl, you're not gonna introduce him to your family and your sister and your mom.
Well, we could
Exactly.
have had more. We could have had more of the book if someone had let us continue reading it.
Well, that's
I
sorry. What was that, Butterfly?
After the episode, I actually got the audiobook and listened to it again. It's like, this seems to be too early, but it's like, okay. But yeah, I re-listened to it. It's like, okay. So, yeah.
You guys, listen to what Little Purple Butterfly says. If you want some more of those sweet, awkward details, go and watch. Go and read the book. It's great. It's good stuff. That's good stuff for you.
Roy is everything she ever imagined she wanted.
Mm-hmm. And a girl deserves.
Which is why I think he's a trap.
Do you think he's gonna die or something, or what?
Too good to be, he's literally too good to be true.
Is he a figment of her imagination? So, reading the reviews, you guys, we got a lot of people very angry. Because they're like, what? Anne is so stupid, blah blah blah. And I was like, like there were some points that I just want to make clear, because some people think that just because Gilbert has been in love with her forever, that means that Anne is obligated to like him back. No, that's not the truth. And we're not arguing that. Like, nobody's obligated to be in love with a person just because they like them. The point that we're arguing here, and you know, I'm taking devil's advocate because I'm solidly a Roy Gardner fan. But here I am. Might as well say this.
She's obligated to like him because Gilbert is the good guy that deserves it.
Wait.
Roy Gardner is just way too perfect. He literally just stepped out of one of her books, one of her stories, and I don't trust him. He's not good. No.
You don't trust him because he's good. You don't trust him because she chose him. Is that?
Well, she's been known to have bird-brain decisions, so maybe she's a bit like you, Magpie.
Oh, Patrick. No, Patrick.
If I get a ban for that one, I definitely deserve it.
All right, so that kind of struck a little close to home because I haven't made the best romantic decisions in my life, but you were not to know that, and nobody here
I did not know that. I'm actually kind of sorry now.
But okay, let's just put this into perspective. Like, Anne is not obligated to like Gilbert just because Patrick likes Gilbert. Okay, I'm sorry, Patrick, but yeah, he might have done a lot of stuff, but if she doesn't like him like that, then like there's nothing to it. But you know what? Anne's rejection, I think, is also rooted in her own, I think,
stupidity.
Not stupidity, but idealism. Like, throughout her whole life, her young life, like, she developed a kind of shield to guard her against the harsh truths of reality. And I think that's biting her in the butt right now, because she has always, like, escaped into idealism and poetry and stuff to hide away from the things that have been traumatic in her life. So, like, for her to encounter something good in reality, her first response is to be like, no, this can't be good. I need to look for, like, fantasy or, like, something that she finds safer and better. It has always been that. So I think that's also one thing that we have to consider when it comes to Anne. Like, you know,
she's really scared of losing what she has now. So with Gilbert,
yeah,
so that's, I feel like, the main motivator and, like, the main feeling, just scared of losing the friendship that now is very close to her heart.
Yeah,
and maybe scared of real love because it comes with that level of vulnerability that's so hard to accept.
Oh yeah.
It's the classic. If I open myself up to this romance, then I might ruin our friendship.
That's classic.
The classic friend zone.
Well,
Stupid. I cannot
a
deal
little
with this.
different. Friend zone is a little different, though.
Is it?
It
is.
It is.
Really?
It is.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
This is
I'm sorry.
as
You've seen
time-
so many words that have been used to argue against some things. Patrick, it's not being friend zoning. She's not leading him on.
Oh,
anything
come
like that.
on.
It's not. I'm sorry. I have to disagree.
No. Friend zone doesn't mean you're leading him on. It means you are afraid of ruining the friendship. And because you're afraid of taking that next step, you ruin the friendship by saying, oh, no, I don't want to go this extra step.
The real friend zone is there was never
Yeah.
reciprocal feelings to begin with.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the difference.
I think
And this
In,
has
real
killed
life,
many
when-
men.
hold on. I think this is the difference, though. I think this might be the key, is because friend zoning comes from the point of view of a guy, whereas for girls, we don't
Yeah.
see friend zoning as a thing. Like we honestly are just being like, I like this person, I don't like this person, and that's
Wait.
it. So
Are you saying
for us,
are you
there's
saying
no.
that there's a difference between men and women now?
So
Yes, there
yeah,
are plenty of differences.
so like
And
yeah. Anyway,
as a girl who has been friend zoned enough, yeah, it comes from like a place of the other person just genuinely not being interested, and like you're calling it a friend zone, but like, are you even friends anymore if one person is really into the other? Like, you're not really even friends at that point.
you know
I'm
what's
saying this from the experience of being friend zoned and staying in the friend zone and being obsessed with someone, and that did not reciprocate, okay?
You know what's worse than being friend zoned? I'll tell you. It's being sister zoned, okay?
Ooh, that's a tough one.
Sister zoned. And not just like you're my sister, like I love you, like, but like church sister, like you're my sister in Christ zoned.
Well, that's the zone.
Oh yeah, that is the zone of all zones. Yeah, I love you like my sister in Christ. I'm like, what? Yeah, that was it happened. It has happened. But then again, lots of zones in the world. Consider this. Gilbert is let's just put it as Patrick says. He's been friend zoned. Though he's a friend. Okay, platonic friendships. Except that we get a little bit of jealousy here happening. We got Anne. She feels jealous of Christine, and it's actually really silly of her.
I mean, Christine is literally what Anne wanted to be.
Mhm.
Just, not the nose, because she has a better nose.
Oh yeah, I love that. That was the parting line. She's like,
Yeah.
yeah, what was that? Yukihime? Oh, who wanted to say?
Yeah, no, I was just saying, the last line of, but I still have a better nose, like, just hit me so hard.
Oh yeah.
I laughed so much.
Yeah, so Christine is basically everything, like Patrick said that Anne was, like looks wise, right? I mean, there's a little bit of how her growing up emotionally, like she has to deal with the fact that just because, like people move on, and Gilbert is apparently moving on as well, and she has to deal with it, and has to deal with it pretty quickly because like she walks away a little bit, and then when she returns, Roy is already approaching and talking to Gilbert. I'm like, oh, how uncomfortable, but it has to happen. You have to move on. That's life is. So
I mean, she was going to have to bite the bullet and actually talk to him and
Yeah.
his prospective mate.
Yeah. And so we'll see what happens. Oh my gosh. One more thing I want to talk about was that kiss. Roy Gardner's kiss in the gazebo. Did you get all the romantics, all of the, dreamy feelings? I don't know,
I
man.
didn't really understand.
No.
Like, I didn't. Maybe if I read the book, I would have understood better. But I didn't really understand like what Anne was feeling, like how, like if she. Like, I understood that she was confused, but like other than that, I wasn't like sure how positive or negative she was on the whole experience. Like I just didn't understand.
So there's really actually nothing really wrong with Roy Gardner. He's not like a bunch of red flags, but he's just not someone that Anne can easily open her heart to.
I can confirm this because I've been looking for red flags, even if I have to implant them myself.
I'm trying
He's
to look.
a genuine, nice kind of guy.
He is.
And he really likes Anne.
He does.
Did we mention he's rich?
Yeah.
What is...
All right, so when Magpie mentioned and Till mentioned the fact that because I was also looking for red flags, just like Patrick, just to be clear. And Magpie mentioned that he in the books he presented like his family. I was like, ooh, I found it. I found the red flag. He's being forced by his family to just marry someone already or something like that. I was trying so hard.
You know, this episode, I have the book right in front of me. This episode covers so many chapters. Like chapter 24 to, oh my goodness, at least, it's like at least 5 chapters or so. It's a long. And I still can't find the kissing part.
Yeah.
Do you remember what chapter it is?
Something like that doesn't happen until much later in the book, because I did listen through the entire book.
Okay.
Just to see if it happened then or later in the book, and it does happen later in the book.
Yeah.
So that's an add-on.
Why would they do that? I don't know. I think they're basically speedrunning us through the last half of the book. Oh, we forgot to talk about Jonas. I don't think it's, but, there's something about Phil. She struck us all as, she's just likes to have fun, has not a single serious bone in her body.
Yeah, I did not expect her to go for a literal pastor. What the hell?
Literally.
He seems so boring compared to her normal taste.
Exactly.
Well, I think that was what makes her, again, a perfect foil for Anne. Like, here she is. She's like, well, he's not what I thought I wanted, but we just get on, and I just like him. And maybe Anne should take some notes.
She should. Like, of all of Anne's friends, Philippa has, I think, she has the one that has gotten the most mileage. Like, there's a lot of scenes where she delivers
mileage. That's a word.
Like she is used. She is, like Teal said, like a good foil. Like, she always delivers some kind of wisdom, even in her own Philippa-ish way. Always calling out her nonsense to, telling her things that she shouldn't. She doesn't probably want to hear. So it's nice to see that Phil, whatever, is it's a character that they're also going to show a little bit of character growth too. So far, though, it seems like she's very serious about Jonas. She even said that she's going to be the one to propose to him. She has like nothing against it. Like, whoa!
I love that. I love that she's only told Anne about her actual feelings for this guy, and all the other girls in their house are like, "Oh, you're just playing with him. Don't mess with this guy. He's pure. Don't do that to him." And she's like, "Don't tell them. Don't tell them."
Yeah, I also enjoyed that. It was like, yeah, she's friends with everybody, but not friends with everybody. I really enjoy that.
I really like this line from the book. They kind of did do it, but let's see. Mr. Blake isn't of the Alec and Alonso type, Phil, said Stella severely. He takes things seriously. You may break his heart. Do you really think I could? Asked Phil. I'd love to think so. It's like, Philippa Gordon, I never thought you were utterly unfeeling. The idea of you saying you'd love to break a man's heart. So I didn't say so, honey. Quote me correctly. I said I'd like to think I could break it. I would like to know that I had the power to do it. Yes, that is
exactly.
Phil. That is Phil. She's like, I mean to ask him to marry. To make him ask me to marry him. Sorry, Yukihime.
Yeah, she's basically saying, you know what, I would like this power, basically meaning, I would like to have this much of an impact on his heart, like to be that important to his heart. Also, like, what does it mean?
Oh, hold on, a butterfly and then Yukihime.
Okay, it's does he think about me enough that it could break his heart?
Yeah. Oh, Phil. speaking of broken hearts, my heart is gonna break because we are out of time. But if there's anything else that we have to remark about Anne, oh shoot, Yukihime, you wanted to say something. I'm so sorry. Yuki, please go ahead.
No problem.
Go ahead.
I wanted to ask, like what kind of changes would Philippa need to make, like to be a pastor's wife? Like, I don't know much about this, so like I'm like, what would be different from like being someone else's wife?
Oh, wow. Man. Don't ask me. My father's a pastor, so don't ask me.
And you are the right person to ask, I guess.
You have to just be prepared for hardships and struggles and to pray about lots of things. So, yeah, you have to be prepared for all kinds of stuff. You know.
I'm told in every relationship there's a reacher and a settler, and Phil in this relationship is definitely not the settler.
I hadn't heard of that, but yeah, I guess.
Yeah, there's also always someone who is more like outgoing and like deciding the things for the couple. And when you have two of those people, then you have fights. When you don't have any of them, then you might not have a relationship. Yeah, but at least for my relationship, it very much is the case, like what you described. Guess which one I am. Anyway.
Well,
I was waiting for someone else to say it.
I think it's pretty evident, no? All right, so anything else about this one? We have romance in the air. I think it's a good episode to just ponder about the meaning of love and also reality, and also, you know, and everybody has their type, and nobody can say like, hey, like you should marry this person because they're good for you. Like if they're not your type, they're not your type. But sometimes life throws at you things you never really suspected could be in your future, and we see that so vividly with Phil, for example. How she fell so hard for like this humble preacher. And we'll see what life has in store for Anne, because the way it looks, Roy is ready to sweep her to the altar. No, Patrick, his intentions are honorable. According to the book, he never played around with her. He is seriously like devoted to her. So we'll see.
I won't accept him. It must be Gilbert.
You can't force someone to marry someone else if they don't want
Watch
to.
me! I will do it.
It is a lost
There are
cause.
There are fanfics for this, Patrick.
That's true. There are some pretty good fanfics of Anne, and especially I've read some good ones of Emily too. But anyway, Emily being another series from Ella Montgomery. Anyway, if you want to join us for the next one, or if you want to join us here on our Discord server to discuss romance and anime and disprove people's theories about who should end up with who,
also ponder the wonderful taste of Dr. Pepper.
Dr. Pepper! Yay, where are you? We miss you.
He's in the chat.
I know! Yay, get over here. Alright. Says, Teal also puts here, actually I was so mad they didn't pick melon soda in Flagrant Flower. Oh, it was clearly the optimal choice.
Flagrant Flower.
Fragrant Flower. There was also soda in Ugusudani, right? I mean, for what's that? April Child's
Oh yeah, she's like, I was jealous of you because you're of your soda.
Yeah.
I was jealous of the soda you had, so she got her a soda. She's like, "This is the soda I had. I hope you enjoy it."
Oh my gosh, you guys. And because of this, the next day, Ugusudani's table was covered in sodas because all the guys heard, oh, she likes that soda. So they just began giving her sodas. She was like, ah! Because she ended up not really liking it. Oh, Ugusudani. Ah. What a tangled weave she weaves. Net she weaves. Alright. We end today. Thank you so much for joining us today. We will see you on, well, if you want to join us, we're reading the Count of Monte Cristo over on the Chattering Magpie Reads. You can join us there. Also on the server, just hit that join button below and become part of our number of merry mischief makers at the noble tier or above. We will see you then on Friday then. And sorry, Yay, that you couldn't join us. We will see you tomorrow then. Bye, everybody. Thanks for joining me.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.